Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Nerd Box. I am Dom.
Majin.
And today we are talking about what if Goku went Super Saiyan 3 when he was fighting Majin Vegeta. Now, me being a Vegeta fan, I'm gonna say my boy would have beat that ass still.
Think so?
Most definitely think so, man. Like, there's a reason he never went Super Saiyan 3. Whether people want to admit it or not, it's flawed.
Yeah, they knew that from the beginning. They knew that.
If Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3 or Goku went Super Saiyan 3?
If Goku went Super Saiyan 3.
I don't know. I mean, shit, they really didn't. He really didn't give it to him. Then I don't see what would change.
I mean, the power scale would change it for one. I mean, opposed besides the writing, because we know how the writing was gonna go. But when it comes to like the power difference, if Goku actually would have turned Super Saiyan 3, that would have been a factor. But at the same time, he would have been like racing against the clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it don't never last long.
Yeah, it don't. And then usually when he turns to it, besides when he was fighting Fat Boo, he usually catch a L anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, they done said it ain't nothing but multipliers. So, I mean, I'd imagine he'd still beat Vegeta.
I don't think he probably would have been beating him.
Time out. When you said still beat him, he didn't beat him in that fight.
I know he sacrificed himself, but it wasn't like he was winning.
He was, though. See, at the beginning of the fight, I give you that at the beginning of the fight. But ultimately, though, Goku caught them hands.
So Vegeta ain't catch no hands neither.
That's cool. That's like saying in a boxing match, I won the first 3 rounds, and then the other guy wins the rest of them. Who wins that match?
Okay, and if he get a whole nother power multiplier on top of that, right then, I'd imagine that the battle would be kind of scaled
You
over.
would think so.
But I mean, at that point, like I said, he would be racing against the clock. Because is that form going to outlast Vegeta's will and pride? Plus, he had the boost from the Majin.
Yeah, Drew, the Majin boost was that was a little kick. But at the same time, it's like they done established all this. They get stronger as they go on. So I mean, they both saying, who's to say that his ass wouldn't keep going as the other person keep growing stronger.
The only person that gets stronger as they go is fucking Goku.
Exactly.
That even holds up in Super, unfortunately. Yeah. But it don't change the fact that it's a reason. Now, this might not be the actual reason, but it's a reason the creator don't like Vegeta.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. But he claimed he liked Vegeta.
Man, nobody try to hear that shit. My boy get hold every chance they get. I don't like it.
Watching the new movie, I'm starting to think he don't like Gohan.
He gave him a new form.
Yeah, but it was like
he gave him a new form, and that form is supposed to be stronger than Goku and Vegeta.
Supposedly, they hadn't confirmed.
Supposedly, yeah.
But I will say, for one, it was a fan thing that they took. They just took that. They took it from fans and used it.
As far as I know,
that's been floating around for years.
As far as I know, that was the original concept for the Super Saiyan.
That's what I'm sure he gonna claim. You know how many times Toriyama rebutted his stuff and took something back, said, "Oh, this ain't it."
Plenty of times.
Man.
Plenty of times.
Look, all I'm saying is, and it's happening now. in Super in the latest chapters, man. Like Vegeta gets hold a lot.
Yeah.
Like they can't even pimp him out correctly, man. They ain't making no money off of him. He just out there in the streets working.
No, Vegeta still Vegeta now.
No,
give him that.
I mean, no, he's not. No, he's not. They won't let him get that glory. Like I said, he's in the streets. They got him in the street like a hoe. Like if you get Goku, you get Vegeta free. He's the free part of that deal.
Yeah. And then all the recent stuff, even now they gave Vegeta a form that's supposed to overshadow Super Saiyan 3, and I feel like we done got to a point where we just forgot about all the level ups. We done got so far out. Like, is Super Saiyan 3 even relevant?
But see, that's the thing though, and it keeps Super Saiyan 3 keeps popping up here and there, which lets you know that form is not all that people think it really is.
Yeah.
Which is why I say Goku would have ran out of stamina before he would have been able to beat Vegeta.
For sure.
Cause like I've watched the video, and this video claimed that Vegeta basically would have fell into a deep depression. If Goku had changed and if Goku had transformed in front of him, because he'd have realized how far ahead Goku was ahead of him.
I don't think he would have went into depression. He don't seem like a depressed guy, but
that would have pissed him off more.
A gloomy Gus, if nothing more, but a depressed guy.
Because look, and the reason that doesn't hold up is because when he came back, when he had the halo, right? When he was fighting Kid Buu. Or was it Kid Buu? No, Super Buu. And he's like, you could have transformed to Super Saiyan 3 this whole time and basically getting on his ass because he didn't give him his all when they was fighting. It's almost like he was disrespecting him in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that he would have fell into a depression. It would have motivated him more to work harder and achieve that level, if anything.
I don't think it's more of a disrespect kind of thing. I don't think he did it as a disrespect, because just like you said, like Super Saiyan 3 is kind of flawed. His biggest flaw is stamina drain. You can only go into Super Saiyan 3 into burst. So would you rather have a short fight, or actual drawn out fight to show like what you really made of? Because if you'd have went to Super Saiyan 3, the fight would have been cut by it wouldn't have lasted nowhere near as long as it did.
It's the same thing I was feeling. I don't think it would have lasted out there.
It would have lasted. Because here's the thing. Had he had went Super Saiyan 3 at the very beginning, they're both fully healed. Mm-hmm. It's all a matter of that form was going to outlast Vegeta.
True, which is what I was about to say. I dig what you're saying on the stamina part, but, they done showed time and again, especially with this, that would have been like one of the first times going Super Saiyan 3. He once he's sitting in forms for long periods of time, he learned how to sit in them forms a lot longer. So I'd imagine in the course of a battle, going in and out of Super Saiyan 3, having to go back up, because he spent a whole season in Super Saiyan 2 or 1 or something like that.
Super Saiyan 1.
And then he did the thing with the God when he went Super Saiyan God. He spent a ass ton of time in there because he knew he couldn't keep the key going for long periods of time from the first one. So I'd imagine that you're right. He probably burned out of stamina at some point if he didn't already, do major damage in the fight or just even the playing field. But he probably find a way to, how they write Goku in, bro. He gonna
man, look.
He gonna find a way to stamina that shit out. He gonna get a second win, and he gonna hold it longer than he did the last time. And they gonna be counting the clock, and they gonna be like, "What? he held it 3 minutes longer than he did last time.
Motherfucker got sensu bean inside his blood. That shit is running through his veins automatic.
Where there's a drug right here up there popping beans.
Exactly.
He been popping beans for the whole series. And ain't nobody saying they got everybody on him. Got his son on him.
Got Cell on him. Before he died, gave Cell an extra high before he even perished.
Man, right. You know they say you can't kill him without being on them things.
But the whole thing is, though, is this. So, like, with you saying that, the form was already imperfected.
True.
You know what I mean? Which is why he told Vegeta he didn't transform into that form, which is bullshit. But
how?
It's bullshit. Because it's Goku. When he knows he has a form or anything like that, he tends to be kind of like a perfectionist. So he definitely would have transformed to that shit.
If he had it perfected, yeah. But since he knew he didn't have it perfected.
Look how been in this tournament of power. How many times he went Ultra Instinct trying to perfect that shit?
Whoa. We can't even compare. We can't even compare those situations.
You can. Look how many times he went into it, and then he mastered that shit. And how much time was that tournament?
Yeah, I forget. It was a time thing. What was it, like an hour?
Yeah, like something like 10 minutes or some shit like that.
They ain't started doing stuff like that until God keep coming around. When Super Saiyan was the norm, nobody was pulling stuff off like that. It was one and done. Once you did it your first time, it was one and done.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of wish they would dial it back a little bit and kind of explore the Super Saiyan thing, because clearly God Ki is different from the Super Saiyan shit that they've been doing prior. And it throws off the power scaling, and which is why I was hoping for the moral story instead of this superhero movie we got. You know, I was because they low key strip him of that God Ki. You know, I ain't finished the whole manga, but you know, I remember it going in that direction, and it just seemed like he just keep. I don't know, and it made me wonder, like, if Majin Vegeta was this amped up before, he kind of should have already been able to go beyond that power levels. He was already used to the way the power feel based on what they done already wrote in these later things, because they saying if you can get a good feel for how the energy is, then you can get back to it. I believe that's how Goku said it. He said he done felt God, so he can tap into it now.
Man, look, Super Saiyan all together now was a joke. Just feel that tingle in your spine, and you can transform. Okay,
they put it in words.
Yeah,
come on,
in words, man.
Yeah, shit, man. Especially during these tournaments. What was the tournament? Universe 7 versus Universe 6.
Mm-hmm.
Where they introduced that tingling in your back bullshit. And you transform. Like, motherfucker ain't work his ass off. He ain't get his ass whooped. He just felt the tingle in his fucking back and transformed.
You know, I think Toriyama just never thought he was going to have to put too deep a lore in it when he first started, and then seeing all these other animes come out and how deep they go into it, and he like, oh man, I don't really got no good back origin for none of this stuff, you know. He going back and he just throwing stuff in there, you know. Because I remember one point in time they were saying, because the half Saiyans had the most potential, and we got so far beyond that Goku is still the title holder of power in that whole universe now.
Apparently, it's Gohan after this movie.
And which is another thing, because they don't explain what it is that Gohan done tapped into. They don't even say it's Super Saiyan. They call it Final Gohan. What the
final version of the Mystique Gohan, right?
Mystic.
with the ultimate Gohan.
Mystique, Mystic, same difference.
Paint 'em blue.
Yeah, tomato. At the end of the day, I like Future Trunks transformation better.
Trunks is always the GOAT.
The one where they was fighting Goku Black.
Yeah.
Oh, that transformation was far better.
Because he was actually going up against God Key, so he actually felt that power and he actually went up with it.
See what I'm saying? The whole
that made sense.
The power.
That made sense. I like that transformation. That made more sense than this new Gohan.
Yeah, that transformation was far better. And he had that giant sword. Come on.
But based on logic, though, that's another half saying he should be able to Gohan. I mean, he should be able to do the same transformation as Gohan, technically speaking.
But I think Gohan was just a special fucking case.
How so? What did Chi have in her blood?
The Ox King.
Who was he?
That that's a good argument. That might change something.
Yeah, girl. They don't even use
Mama just rich.
Yeah, she rich and she's smart. You know what I'm saying? Chi got barbarian in her blood.
Trunks never started. Trunks never stopped training.
See, that Trunks, yeah, I wouldn't say he didn't stop training. That Trunks just never stopped fucking running.
But you know what, though?
He ran his way into a new hair color.
Hey.
Didn't it go from like purple to blue or something like that?
Yeah, it went from purple to like blue. Did it in this movie too.
Yeah, but
crazy.
They changed a lot of stuff here and there. You got to catch the subtle differences.
That motherfucker was fighting, like training with Vegeta. He slapped the color out of his fucking hair. It's like, God damn.
You know, honestly, I didn't care for some of the changes neither, man. I feel like they took a lot of the savage out of Broly.
Think so?
Yeah, I think they took a lot of the savage out of Broly.
But I mean, they kind of had to because they were going to use him more. You know what I mean?
You think they really do it?
If they kept him the way that he was, they had no choice but to kill him off.
Yeah. True. They would have been able to control him. He wouldn't have.
I just felt like if they wanted to use him more, they could have kept him in that villain thing. They just give him some more mental fucking control. Make him, everybody else is figuring out how to master their powers.
Make him so he not a fucking child in a man's body.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody having to pull the strings on him just for him to be.
He's a caveman.
You know what I'm saying? And they
He's
always
a strong ass caveman.
Yeah, I can't argue that. And I've always wanted to see Broly go 8.
That's probably I mean, it could because doesn't he still have his tail?
I think so, and I think that's a big problem they ain't addressing.
And I never understood this whole tail not growing back thing.
Yeah, because I thought they tail would grow, and no, it don't grow back.
No, I think they said that the tail stops growing when you hit like a certain like power level.
What?
But then I've heard that it was surgically removed, and I don't know.
That's what I heard.
This shit don't make sense.
Because I remember they was cutting the tails off of Goku's kids.
Yeah, and the only one that they can really say is surgically removed. Because if they say once you hit a certain power level, then the tail doesn't grow back. Every time they show the legendary Super Saiyan God, that motherfucker has a tail.
He got a tail.
Yeah.
Right? And surgically remove it. I still feel like the tail should have fucking grew back. And I don't see Vegeta giving his fucking tail up.
I think this is why they got rid of Super Saiyan 4, because the tail came back. And
you can't get rid of something that technically never existed.
Yeah, true. He retconned it out and said, we got to forget it, but we know what it is. He was like, nah, I don't like that.
And I actually like how that shit looks.
Man, aesthetically it made sense. It seemed like the next level. It felt like he had been channeling the what do they call the monkey, the Uzuru or something like that.
Non-fucking existent anymore is what it's called.
But it felt like they was channeling that power and they was going into like a primal like state. So each time they would get higher up in these transformations, it felt like it was getting a lot more primordial. And they just stopped. He was like, nah, that was a cool story, but that's not what we're doing. It's going to be called Super.
Yeah, all right. But the fact that in Super now, even when Super Saiyan 3 pops up, Super Saiyan 3 always getting smacked around. Like the girl from Universe 6, when she tried to turn Super Saiyan 3. But usually that form gets smacked around now, like it ain't really shit. And it's like he
gave both of them the work. He gave both of them girls the work when he was in Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time though, anybody else really could have smacked Goku while he was in Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Any other person could have smacked Goku in Super Saiyan 3. Like any of those Saiyans, I feel like could have smacked him in Super Saiyan 3 because they were leveling up so fast.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't believe that they are the same fight skill level that Vegeta is.
Of course not, man. Vegeta's a trained professional.
So with that being said, he definitely would have still beat him if he had went Super Saiyan 3. It depends on when he transformed to Super Saiyan 3 in that fight.
Yeah.
He was already pushing from the clock.
Yeah. So like if he waited to the end, I feel like that would have made a difference, but at the same time, he was getting his ass whooped too. So his stamina and all that shit would have depleted too.
Yeah. It's so hard to say because the way they do these power skeletons is weird. Like,
it don't make sense.
Yeah. You know, it seems like God key is just it. That's all you can get past now. You know, it's nothing normal power scale wise. Like when they had to do the God thing the first time, and it took 5 of them to get one person to do it. I felt like that should have been a thing they had to do every time for that transformation. At least so you could you could feel the stakes. You ain't I can just go God mode whenever I want. I can ultimate ultra instinct and not think and dodge every you know, it feel like a cheap cop out, you know, like.
Now I'm gonna say this now. You disrespectful. All right. You about worse as the writer. You're not taking this shit from Vegeta, goddammit. He went God without help. All right. You're not taking that from him.
He went God without help.
They didn't even explain it.
They didn't even explain it. That's right. But all we know, they did the same thing, and he can do the transformation too. Because I'm pretty sure he was hot. He did get mad when Goku did it, and was like, "Well, how come he get to do it?"
Look at the bro.
He's talking about the same guy who couldn't get to Super Saiyan 3. You telling me he just all of a sudden figured out how to be on God level?
Look at the Broly movie. He surpassed Super Saiyan God, the first form, and went straight to the second form. Of course, he should be able to go to the first one. He can go Super Saiyan 3, but it makes no sense.
I can get him going to the second form of Super Saiyan God after he did what he did to get to the first form, but just jumping straight to that, no, I'm not buying it.
Look, man, he was training with Goku. He was training with him with Whis.
I'm sure Goku was tossing him. If that, I'm sure the first thing he did after that, I'm sure the first thing he did after that movie was like, bro, y'all got to circle around me because I'm finna be God key next. Y'all ain't finna play me like this. Goku ain't finna keep leveling up. Hey. No, and no. And
that's the thing.
And by your same argument of Super Saiyan 4 still being existent because it happened, he used the machine to get to that form,
which is the most un-Vegeta goddamn characteristic. When have you known him to be like, hey, I need help doing this and doing that? Never.
Yeah, he more like
never
chamber and train.
He would never get to that point where he needs help from machines and people. He see Goku do it, he trains to get this.
I mean, he'll work out with machines, but
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he'll never be like, hey, create this to help me transform. Yeah. All y'all go around me, give me your energy so I can transform to Super Saiyan God. You'll never see him do it.
But you know, it felt like they kind of did the same thing in that superhero movie with the wish thing, man, with the unlocking the potential, not necessarily with Vegeta, but just the whole, instead of achieving it they'll go find a cheap ass way to.
But who did that?
Cheat code.
Who did that?
He said Piccolo, the green. Well, I guess he orange now.
Mother goddamn Piccolo was a cucumber. Now he's a fucking.
Boy, there's a whole carrot out there on the battlefield.
Motherfucker's a pickle now. He turned. Shit, crazy. He's truly worthy of that name now.
Oh man, that's crazy.
But you got to think, man. The only people that do shit is like that has blood ties with fucking Goku.
Yeah,
because that's what he do.
I mean, Goku ain't never wished for
it. How he killed Kid Buu on a humbug.
Oh, here you go.
All my energy back. Get the fuck out of here.
You said what? Oh, because of the spirit bomb.
Wish
thing?
all my energy back. Wish all my energy back. On top of taking other people's energy.
He didn't wish for a new transformation though.
That part.
Well said.
Wow. That would have been the real sheet. That would have been the real.
You just killed a being with God key.
No, we're not even gonna use that term.
Regenerates after he is blown up.
You know what? I think the whole thing with Boo pissing me off more now than ever because of the way they fear him in the new series. Because I'm like, man, if that was the case, he should have been explained like this a long time ago. Even Beerus is afraid of this motherfucker, and somehow.
I don't think Beerus is afraid of him. It's just the motherfucker is strong. And then Fat Boo.
Or not Beerus, my bad. Frieza was afraid of him and Beerus.
Of course. Because Frieza already knew about Majin Buu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This motherfucker was going around fucking shit up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The way they got Buu.
Motherfucker swallowed somebody with God key. He absorbed this motherfucker, took his God key.
And Majin Buu.
Fat Buu.
And yet Majin Buu was in the tournament and still didn't finish off.
He wasn't in it. He never made it.
No, he didn't. He didn't go.
He never made it to the tournament. He fell asleep.
Didn't they ask him? They asked him though, so it stands to reason that he would have smacked everybody then.
He did it in the preliminaries.
And I feel like that's why they made sure he wasn't in the fucking tournament.
Because of how he went off in the preliminaries. He already was.
You know, but I don't know, man. I don't know. None of it makes sense to me. And the reason none of this shit makes sense to me is because when 17 popped back up, Goku Super Saiyan Blue. 17 wanted all the smoke. Gohan, who's never trained and God knows how long, wanted all the smoke. Majin Buu, just because he's slim now and he was no longer Fat Buu at the time, wanted all the smoke. There is nothing that anybody can say to me to make me believe that Super Saiyan 3 would have made a difference in that Majin fight.
I don't know. It really depends on how it painted out, you know. Because like you said,
at the end of the day,
made a difference to the end, or
at the end of the day,
out in the beginning.
If Vegeta actually wanted to kill fucking Goku, he'd have just blew his ass up. W.
If he could have.
Oh, he could have. That's how he did Majin Buu. Blow his ass up. Goodbye.
But he didn't do it to Goku. Why?
He didn't need to. He already beat that ass.
Same reason Goku didn't need to go Super Saiyan 3.
Because he already took that L.
He didn't push him to the point to where he needed to go to it.
Super Saiyan.
He already took that L, slapping him around.
I don't know. That leaves much to be desired for me. Because it just seemed like even with the Majin thing and the level he was at, it just felt like if Goku was to tap into that moment, it would have took the fight somewhere else. I can't say for a fact that he would have just smacked him. I can't say the same thing for Vegeta. It just feel like the fight wouldn't have just been still as easily won from Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta with the Majin.
He wouldn't have been focused on killing Buu. He would have been more focused on getting the Super Saiyan 3.
Because you remember when he went in the Super Saiyan 3, man, that thing was something serious. Even Buu was tripping, which I don't even know why Buu was tripping.
It took him to transform to that shit.
Yeah.
Another point.
Why was Buu worried when he went to Super Saiyan 3 though?
Shit, he wasn't. He was just surprised.
Can we consider that a surprise? Should he have been surprised?
He was surprised. And then even with Super Saiyan 3, motherfuckers still couldn't fuck with him.
Nah, he definitely couldn't.
Buu was laughing and absorbing hits.
It was somebody they ain't never went up against before.
But
I mean, people.
This is the Majin Buu that still had the God Key.
He had it, but he wasn't using it. He just had it.
He probably was using it, but didn't realize he was using it.
If he was using it, then it would have been.
There's nothing that makes me believe that after I saw a child, unleash God Key to help Goku yet again, and I'm pretty sure he didn't realize it. It's just there. Where is this large amount of key coming from? And it happens to be a reincarnated Kid Buu. You mean to tell me that knew he was sending off God Key? Hell no. You know why? Because Goku needed a large amount of key to win the fight against yet another fucking villain.
No.
That still leaves Stan to read. I don't see Vegeta being the exception to just all of a sudden jump into God Key, bro. Is different. They legitly tracked it back from God Key.
But that's the thing,
whether he knew it or not was a whole different thing. Them both, Vegeta and Goku, knew nothing of the fact that they could even reach God Key. And Vegeta damn sure didn't know, and he had more knowledge from Saiyan history than Goku did.
But see, that's the thing, though. That was the whole purpose of Vegeta wanting to go train with Whis and Beerus. And they explain, like, just because they're on that planet, which is how all of that even came to be. So it was going to happen. It was going to happen. Now, the fact that these kids are growing up so goddamn quick. Just in time to throw this man some ki.
Are you talking about when they did the God transformation?
Nah, like when
GT.
Nah, Super. When they was fighting what is his name? Mordro, or how do you say his name?
Moro.
Ooh was just surprisingly old enough to put his hands up to give them some ki. And their ki was so overwhelming. They was like, oh my God, where's all of this ki coming from? The motherfucker you apparently beat in the last series is where it's coming from. The same person that'll probably train with you later and still won't be able to beat you.
But got more ki
it
than
was
you.
an involuntary give. It wasn't like he knew he was giving all that ki off. I don't understand why he can't use it in the fight, but
they gave Goku a Megazord.
versus the Megazord.
They gave him a Megazord. Logic-wise, Vegeta would have beat Goku. Writer-wise, he wouldn't stand a chance.
I don't know, man, because he still didn't fully take Goku. He didn't take Goku out with the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Goku would have been taken out in Super Saiyan 3, even if he did manage to beat him. I don't think he would have took him out. I mean, he didn't take him out this time or that time.
Let me look this shit up. How long was Goku fighting Majin Buu
in Super Saiyan 3?
Saiyan 3 before he was like, oh, I got to go. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not, man. I can't.
Vegeta got all these mental blocks that keep him from being
right.
Mental blocks. Whoever get in front of me, catch these hands is what
they
block.
We done told him he think too much.
Think too much.
Goku, he don't think
at all. Yeah.
Yes.
SSJ3.
You gotta be stupid.
You gotta be stupid to know how to fight good.
Can throw these things.
He fight all right. Now, fighting wise, Vegeta give him hands all day.
If it's on just simply hand combat, yeah, all day.
I mean, hell, he'd have beat the man 3 times.
Yeah. Never a fatal blow for some reason when he had chances, but
he did. The first one was supposed to have been fatal. Yeah. But Goku always has help. He always needs help. Because he was dead. He was dead.
Vegeta had help, then he killed his help off, and then that fucked him up.
Yeah. He didn't fuck him up because he won. He beat Goku. Had him dead, crushing his fucking bones, and Yajirobe came and chopped the tail off.
And his help would have knocked off Yajirobe if he was still there.
But that's the thing, though. Goku always needs help. Goku
because wasn't they jumping Goku up until he turned on him?
Who?
Vegeta and them, Nappa and all them.
Man, no.
He had a one-on-one. He had all one-on-one.
That is not Vegeta's style, man. Vegeta is straight one-on-one. Let's throw these.
Okay. So you saying Vegeta came in after he done fought 2 of the same. He fresh off the bench. Good to go.
Yep.
He beat the man ass. And I was like, and then somebody else jump in like, hey man, y'all been wearing my dog out
you
for 3 rounds straight.
It wasn't just one person, but multiple people. Krillin tried to cut his tail off with the Destructo disc. Yajirobe came in with the sword. Yamcha died.
But Lord, like you said, man, none of these people stood a chance against Vegeta. it ain't like they was giving him a workout. The only one that really was Goku.
And
Vegeta ain't even acknowledge nobody else but Goku.
But
He ain't even waste time with them.
Look, man, Goku still couldn't completely win that fight, especially not by himself. He had to use Kaioken times what the fuck ever. Like
how is that not himself though?
I mean, because it
That's
ain't
his
like
power.
it ain't like he grew up on the same planet and learned moves and stuff. Bro, Vegeta got his own set of moves. He done learned from his generational family.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question right here. Name me one move that's actually Goku's. I'll wait.
Man, those moves Vegeta got ain't his. Those is passed down from his father.
But where else do you see them? You don't see them shits anywhere else. Trunks don't use
I was about to say Trunks, which was
what did he use?
Final Flash.
Trunks used the Galaxy gun when they were going against the monster.
That was
took two of them.
So why they did that to Super? It's because of the same exact topic. It's the same exact topic.
All right.
But you know, my whole point being, I feel like if Goku grew up with Bardock, we'd have probably seen moves from Bardock Goku would have been using. You know what I'm saying?
Goku would have been a savage.
These is passed down moves.
And you know what's crazy? If you remember, Vegeta created Final Flash himself, as well as Big Bang Attack.
But the Final Flash and the Big Bang, I thought he got that from his feet.
Cell Saga. Yes, sir. We originators.
Created both of them.
We originators, boss. Goku, instant transmission, went to another planet. Spirit Bomb, King Kai. Kaioken, King Kai. Kamehameha, Master Roshi.
You act like it's wrong for the man to have a master, somebody to show him. He couldn't. He wasn't learned. Vegeta was trained from birth.
Everybody original. Even Gohan got original fucking moves. Yeah,
What?
Piccolo, original moves. Even Yamcha got an original move.
What's Gohan's original move?
The Masenko.
Okay. But he learned that from Vegeta. I mean, he learned that from Piccolo. But, okay.
Did he?
He had to,
be getting his ass whooped by Piccolo.
He had to learn it from someone. That Masenko looks a mighty lot like one of Piccolo's moves. It looks a whole lot like it.
What's the name of it?
Just coming from, it look like a special being cannon.
No. Special being cannon is purple and yellow and it swirls.
Oh.
Like a beam. The explosion move Vegeta does. Original.
The sacrifice, the I giving up on life.
Not anymore. In the Tournament of Power, what happened? He didn't die. Same move.
He had the plot armor with him that time. He had plot armor with him then.
No, he didn't. He didn't have plot armor. He had God Key.
Oh, see how God Key. See how easy that was? He had God Key. See how easy that was to try to kill my discussion?
He had God Key. The only thing Goku gets out of Super Saiyan 3 is freely fresh shaved eyebrows. For no reason. That shit is stupid.
I have found an account where Vegeta apparently used the Destructo Disc. Ain't that Krillin move?
but he doesn't use it often.
But
He never uses it. He used instant transmission inside of the manga. But he said,
used it now. He does borrow moves from time to time.
But he don't go around basically claiming them as his own.
I give you that one because when I looked up Goku, it was like, yeah, all his moves are stolen. I got you. You made your point. But with Goku, man, for what it looked like, man, it's all the people he go to train. I don't see Vegeta reaching out for nobody to train him. And then
he reached out to Whis.
And I was just gonna say, and when he reached out to Whis, that's technically him trying to borrow their techniques. They teaching him their techniques. They teaching him godly shit.
It was more. I think him reaching out to Whis was more of these robots ain't doing it for me.
But I specifically remember him saying when they got on that planet, he wasn't finna let Kakarot surpass him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that to me is
so it's not more even really techniques. It's just your fight. When you train or fight with somebody that's stronger than you, you have no choice but to get stronger to try to catch up with that person. But the only thing is,
did the same thing with all his masters.
Did he?
Yeah, he started with Grandpa Gohan.
At what point was King Kai stronger than Goku?
He knew something he didn't know, didn't he?
He was a master. He didn't need to be stronger than him. He was there to teach, not to beat him.
Yeah, he was the master.
But that's the thing, though. That's what was just said.
And then the Kais are what gods anyway. It could stand the reason. Maybe he could have beat Goku.
Oh, I got an original attack for you, if you remember it. The rock, paper, scissors from Dragon Ball. The scissors, paper, rock.
No, I don't remember. I have to go back and look.
And do he use that shit now?
Hey, but it was an original. Actually an original.
Do he use it now?
Oh.
What's Vegeta daddy name?
Vegeta.
Vegeta.
I thought he had a different name. I thought that was his last name. I'm tripping. What is it, Vegeta Senior?
It's a third or second or whatever the hell. All of them are named.
I want to say like
Vegeta. I was like, I'm tripping.
I think the only one that's not named Vegeta, for some fucking reason, is his brother.
Yeah, he did.
Because he wasn't the first. He wasn't the first in that. How you gonna have two sons named Vegeta? Come on.
Why the hell you name every descendant Vegeta?
Because they were the first bloodline. They were the first son.
King Vegeta.
Hey man, tell that to George Foreman.
Hey.
All his sons' names is George.
We ain't talking about George Foreman. We talking about Vegeta.
So we ain't grilling patties, man.
Hey, man. The matter of the fact is, though, it depends on when Goku would have went Super Saiyan 3. It depends on that, as if Vegeta would have beat him or not. Me personally, I don't think Goku would have even killed Vegeta.
Mm-mm. It ain't in him to kill.
Vegeta probably, more than likely, wouldn't have killed Goku. He just wanted to beat him. Again.
He beat him in the movie.
Huh?
I said technically he beat him in the movie.
Yeah, at the end of it.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing, though. Every time he beats him, and I don't know why they do this, because a lot of animes do this shit, and they make it seem like that particular person lost. And they take it as a loss. And it's like, no, you did not lose.
So what was it about the Goku Vegeta fight that Goku actually lost again with this one? What actually made him lose?
Oh, he was getting smacked. He was literally getting smacked around.
But he didn't. Yeah, he caught him on a humbug, but he ain't knock him out with his fist. He knocked him out with a humbug.
was it a humbug though? When people get knocked out in Dragon Ball, it's never a humbug. You get knocked the fuck out.
You have made this claim 1,001 times on this. Goku's an idiot. He's gullible. As long as he's fighting, he wouldn't have won. He had to talk him in.
That's his fault. He's an idiot. That's just like when he called Hit to do a hit on himself and died. And they let this motherfucker come back to life with a key that was in the air.
Or when he
flatlined.
Or when he gave Frieza a second chance and his ass blew up the planet.
Explain to me why the hell did he give Cell a fucking sensu bean?
Bro.
To really push Gohan, I guess. I don't know. That's
to really push Gohan, I guess.
Okay. And that people think this was form. He was gonna beat Vegeta. No, you a fucking jackass. I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna go blow myself up. And all this shit was for nothing. All this shit was for fucking nothing.
You know, I have wondered though what it would look like amongst the Saiyans if he didn't kill all of them, Vegeta, or didn't kill the rest of them.
Right.
You know, how the power level, if they could have figured this out too, and kept on doing this, and I'm sure they
worked out, man. It had Vegeta not. If Vegeta had not, know what? At this point, he could have let Nappa live, but that's only because Goku already beat his ass.
True.
What he gonna do in the fight now? Unless he figured out a way to heal or some shit, then yeah, they definitely took that L.
But when you look at it though, even still, those Saiyans that Goku fought that he did beat, they were better fighters than Goku. He just outstrengthened them really like he do every other opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. Not with Radix.
Well, no, not with Radix.
Not with Radix. Like
Radix is big brother. Big brother came through.
Right there, that whole fight sequence with Radix was bullshit. The whole tail shit, that was bullshit.
I mean, yeah,
that was bullshit.
But a lot of the
but
shit
even
that story.
But you know what? Now that you think about it, that shit's been like that since Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's been.
Remember they used to grab Goku tail and he get like he fucking drunk.
Yeah,
that's the last time we actually seen about a tail though.
I'm pretty sure that's why they started doing we cutting off the tails when they're young.
Because of the whole Raditz situation.
But that's the only thing that get me though. That shit still shouldn't have worked with the Radix.
Why you say that?
That shit shouldn't have worked with fucking Radix. Like, yeah, he wasn't one of the super elite fucking Saiyans, but this motherfucker's been jumping from planet to planet the same as Vegeta and fucking Nappa.
Murdering, pillaging, and
killing. Training. Getting stronger, bro. No, man. I'm not trying to do it.
I think it should be most Saiyans alive.
Look.
It's just that one biggest downfall.
Saiyans alive.
Look. That's your biggest. If your biggest downfall is your tail, why not remove it?
But he was literally the last Saiyan that had that issue. You never see that shit again.
Nope.
Never see that shit again.
Nobody ever tries to go for the tail at that point.
Trunks wasn't even born with a tail, I don't think.
Yeah, that's so weird.
He probably was. I think he was. I think they just immediately removed that shit.
It could.
But you know what? That's even weirder, bro, because you think as prideful as Vegeta is,
the tail is like a symbol of your Saiyanhood. Like, why you ain't let that go?
As prideful as Vegeta is, his tail would have grew back by fucking that.
You think he wouldn't have let it? Yeah, you think he wouldn't have let his tail be gone? Yeah, that's some real stuff right there.
Like motherfucker would have grew back
at least once. At least once. His ain't never grew back.
Shit would at least grew back by now. And then the fact that when you see this shit now, and you see this fucking moon be out. So where the fuck did this moon come from?
Yeah, because they blew that bit up, ain't it?
Piccolo blew that motherfucker up. Go on, transform. Where the
That's
fuck
why
is
they wish for it back.
coming from?
Yeah, and it's even if Vegeta's tail was just cut off and he couldn't grow it back, I don't see him cutting Trunks' tail off if he grew a tail. That's weird.
Not off jump. No.
No, I don't. I can't see him swapping up like that. Imagine his King Vegeta come back, he gonna be like, bro, you a disgrace.
Ever since they introduced Trunks, Trunks ain't never had a tail.
They ain't never had a tail. He gonna be like, what?
Never. Ever since they got introduced.
It's safe to say that King Vegeta's in hell.
Yeah, more than likely with everybody else.
And it's safe to say that Bardock is also in hell.
Oh yeah, I think they said his mama in hell too.
They all in there. They was out there slaughtering folks.
Yeah. Shit. I'm surprised Goku made it to heaven.
How?
Because, man, all the collateral damage he do, I know he ain't saved everybody.
But it was all good intent. Technically speaking, this motherfucker should be the first one at the beginning of the bus, sitting right behind the bus driver on his way to just because his need to fight puts everybody in danger.
That's why I was just going to say, screw his intent. He accepted a whole freaking universe tournament knowing damn well the universe is going to be erased. We didn't know he was going to wish for it back. He might have known that. I don't know if that was the plan.
At that point, they couldn't say no. They couldn't change their mind. At that point, he said that after they announced the tournament.
Man, look.
He didn't say the rules until afterwards.
At the end of the day, there ain't no way in hell that motherfucker beat Jiren. I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. Ain't no fucking way.
Wow.
Ain't no fucking way. And still needed help at the end, and by Frieza of all people.
Man, look here, I'm still.
That shit is the lowest of the fucking low.
I need them.
I agree with that. I agree with you with that one.
The fact that he even went and asked Frieza to join them in this fucking tournament and released this motherfucker back into the galaxy.
Into the world.
What?
Yeah, because he the fucking devil. Goku is going Frieza. He plotting for some shit to do later because he knows Frieza can't help himself.
Pretty much.
He plotting for something. If he let Frieza go, we wouldn't have had Broly.
Man,
you'd have had him.
No, not like we got him.
I just think. So he was still there. It's just Frieza found him. Yeah, Frieza
would have never found Broly.
Now, who's to say that they wouldn't have pulled some bullshit out their ass with Goku wished the damn dragon, I need somebody else in this tournament. Can you point me in the direction of somebody? And they sent his ass to Broly.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Broly ain't even, nah.
See, he ain't fight nothing serious yet, but that shit has nothing to do with his power. Motherfucker's still strong as a motherfucker, regardless.
They would have got eliminated. Broly would have killed the first motherfucker as soon as he transformed. He would have killed somebody.
And Universe 7.
But look, either he'd have killed somebody or he'd have knocked damn near everybody except for Jiren.
Honestly, I think Jiren would have recognized the power scaling and went after him first. He probably wouldn't have been too much focused on everybody else.
I don't think he would have went after him. He would have waited for Broly to come to him. Because Jiren don't go to nobody. He let motherfuckers come to him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he would have ran across him.
No,
okay,
he went after the girl. He went after the female Broly. He went after her. Jiren did go after her. Jiren did go after her. As soon as she went powered up and went ape shit the first time, he went out and knocked her out.
I was about to say, I need to go back and look. Go ahead, do your search.
I'm about to fact check you, man.
Okay. Right. I like that. I think bro pulled something. But he definitely was sitting and waiting for somebody worthy to fight. I know that for a fact.
Oh my God. Hold on. Let me see this shit.
And for shits and giggles, let's say Broly did power up.
Hey man, motherfucker ain't even go after her. He shot a blast and one shot her ass.
He moved out of that meditation stance though.
Man, he was like, and it turned back around and consumed position.
Okay, that was exactly what I was gonna say. Let's say for shits and giggles, Broly was doing all the fighting, going through everybody, and he got
wasn't no one shot Broly with no fucking blast.
No, that's not what I'm saying. And he got Jiren's little meditating space and woke him up. I think at that point when they clashed, I think it was
tournament. He'd have got knocked out the tournament.
You think Jiren would have?
Man, look, when you know you the baddest motherfucker on this goddamn playing field, you don't move. He literally just sat down and was waiting for motherfuckers to come bring him some smoke. But wasn't nobody dumb enough except for Goku.
I think.
Yeah, even Vegeta looked at it and was like, nah. Come on, man.
But that's your boy though, man.
Man, look. Which is why I said, had he had known about the Super Saiyan 3, he'd have told Goku to break that motherfucker out.
Yeah.
After a certain period of time, Vegeta ain't gonna take too many fights. He know he ain't gonna win. Which is why when he came back, and he said you could have went Super Saiyan 3 this whole time, and he was pissed off. He wasn't afraid.
He was mad because he felt like he was holding back.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. He wanted he wanted every bit of this smoke.
Which stands the reason that if Goku was actually holding back in that fight, what do we think Super Saiyan 3 was gonna do?
Like, just because he didn't go Super Saiyan 3, was he really holding back?
Yeah. Technically speaking.
So just because he didn't go into his flawed form, he's holding back.
Look, that's like say like if Vegeta never came back to life on Namek when they made that wish. Right? And the next time he saw Goku, he wanted to fight. But Goku just never turned Super Saiyan. And Vegeta didn't know he had Super Saiyan. That is disrespectful.
It wouldn't have went down like that.
He wouldn't even have transformed on Vegeta. He wouldn't need to.
It would have been you're right. He wouldn't have needed to. He would have felt the power.
Yeah. He wouldn't have needed to transform if Vegeta didn't see it. Now,
go ahead.
Now, as for the Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3, though, Goku had to know that, all right, this form is not where it should be. And this form is not like that if he needed Vegeta's help to stop Majin Buu. Had he had that kind of confidence in that form, I'm more than certain that motherfucker would have transformed.
I can agree with that.
He didn't have that kind of confidence in that form, which is why he needed Vegeta's help with Majin Buu. Vegeta knocked his ass out because it's like, I don't need your help. I'm stronger than you. And knocked his ass out. I literally just whooped your ass. I'm pretty sure there's nothing you can do for me.
He didn't beat his ass. He probably won the fight, but he didn't whip his ass.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, man, look.
Goku wasn't groveling on the ground. Goku wasn't near death.
You know what? That motherfucker had Goku choked out on the rock, slapping his ass. All right? It's safe to say he beat his ass.
But he didn't finish.
Smacked his ass, choking him.
It's safe to say, though, if it was powered up fast enough to where Vegeta can't keep up, as long as Vegeta can't keep up, he can be beat. You know what I'm saying? If that Super Saiyan 3 transformation had came the way it did when he did with Buu, you know, he might have gave him a lot more fight than you think he would have.
Logically speaking.
But for how long?
Just because of how Vegeta is, he'd have let him go in that form. Me personally, as long as it took him to power that motherfucker up, I'd have shot him in his chest. It been done and over with. You're like, you think I'm gonna let you power up?
Nope.
And I'd have shot him
But
in
that's a Vegeta.
Goku do it too.
Oh,
I'd have shot him in his chest. Or I'd have stick this motherfucker with a syringe with a heart disease.
Man, go your ass.
This motherfucker got his ass whooped by a heart disease, but I'm not trying to hit.
Yeah, he did. That's facts. That's not
I'm
even.
trying to hit. He got his ass whooped by an invisible opponent.
They didn't even retcon that. That's so facts. That thing is better into the story, bro. That thing is deep. Oh boy, they was like, man, we can't even take this back. We knew that was about something. We can't even take it back.
Yeah, and got saved on a fucking humbug. Because Vegeta's son came from the fucking future. That had nothing to do with him. Because his future wasn't even fucking connected.
And honestly, he still could have caught the heart disease out of anywhere.
Because once they killed Cell and the androids, all that shit, he went back to the same bullshit.
Yeah.
Made no fucking difference. Except for he got stronger. Because he trained with a real one.
Man,
no, he actually trained
with Vegeta. Yeah.
He trained.
He trained with Vegeta.
But what happened with Gohan when he trained with Goku for the first, when he went Super Saiyan?
Motherfuckers had to die for him to beat Cell. That's what happened. And he turned Super Saiyan 2, was able to kill Cell, and procrastinated until shit got worse. That's what Vegeta.
And Vegeta had to kill a whole stand full of people just so he could just win the fight.
He had to kill a stand full of people knowing that they could be wished back with the fucking Dragon Balls to show Goku I'm serious about this fucking fight.
He was not thinking about no damn Dragon Balls at that moment.
And he knew because he still had full control. His only objective was to fight Goku. He knew people was going to get wished back with the fucking Dragon Balls. He know how that shit worked.
On the implication that he was going to lose, because if Vegeta win, I doubt he's going to wish them people back.
But that's the thing, though. The only thing he cared about was fighting Goku, right?
And
everybody else could have went and got them fucking Dragon Ball. Because obviously, when they went to fight, when Vegeta went off to fight Majin Buu, his intent wasn't to kill Goku. He just wanted to fight. He could have killed him.
Yeah, but you can't forget, though, they were still working for Frieza at the time. So the moment they killed Goku, Frieza was still on his way to destroy the rest of the doggone planet.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was.
We talk about Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
When he went Majin.
I thought we went back to.
Remember, he was telling him come fight, and he blasts a hole right there and killed all the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew that they was gonna wish them motherfuckers back. Yeah. Man, he just wanted to go through like, hey man, stop playing with me.
Okay.
After these 7 fucking years, I need that. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying he killed all the people knowing that they was going to get wished back. So you saying he already knew he was going to get lost.
Man, here's the thing. Vegeta, and we've said this earlier. We said you think too much. He is a thinker. He plans shit out.
Yeah,
that shit was planned.
Yeah.
That shit was planned. Had it been Goku, no, he just blasted them fucking people to get a fucking fight. Had Goku
planned for a loss.
He planned that shit when he turned Majin.
They were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. They was already at the tournament, so
yeah.
Yeah, man. He planned that shit.
Vegeta be
like, look, man, you can give me my fight. I've been doing all this training. You gonna give it to me? Because at that point, I'm pretty sure Vegeta didn't even think or know he was gonna see Goku again. By this time, this man done settled down, got married, and became a family man. Goku wasn't even supposed to come back to the planet because he said himself he's like a magnet for trouble for the Earth.
No.
To come back.
Hold on. Vegeta never stopped training. He never stopped training. He just never stopped fighting.
Even though
he never stopped
training, he didn't think he was going to see Goku again.
He was training to see Goku again. Little did we know.
Yeah,
I was his drive.
see Goku again because, like you said, he got to know that his people gonna want to wish him back. Somebody gonna want to bring him back.
That's the thing, though. He's already been wished back before. You can't get wished back, technically speaking.
Yeah,
The logic of what it used to be, you're not supposed to be able to get wished back more than once.
But yeah, like
which
I said,
is why Master Roshi's sister gave Goku her life.
Yeah,
she took his halo
for 30 days or hour, whatever, half a day.
Since then, because if you pay attention to it, he never dies again. The one time he died again, a fucking key blast came and brought him back to life. Because if he died, he's technically not supposed to come back to life. He can't be wished back to life.
His ghost popped up a few times in the series too.
Who?
I said Goku's ghost popped up a few times.
That's the movie. That's in them Broly movies, and he come down as an angel, and he got to be the one to kill the That shit blows me. Why you got to be the one? Let somebody else get some goddamn glory.
He gave him. He returned the favor, as you just was saying. He gave someone else this key. He returned the favor.
No,
I just feel like
he literally came out the sky and joined in. No.
They never explained
there
it.
should be no extra ties once you in the sky. Okay, I don't want to hear none of this. Broly got robbed that second fight. All right, shit was over. Both of his sons and Vegeta's son could do nothing until Goku came down. That shit was over.
Him the key.
That shit was over. Over.
Right.
Over. There was nothing they can do.
Majin Vegeta though. Majin Vegeta probably would have won. He probably would have beat Goku, but he probably wouldn't have beat him to a pulp if you thinking. You would have got his stamina off.
I'm not saying that he was gonna scrub him, but he'd have won that fight. If all else failed, he'd have blew his ass up and sacrificed himself. But he'd have won that fucking fight.
I'm sure in Super Saiyan 3 he could have survived that. He probably was fucked up.
Majin Buu is stronger than that Super Saiyan 3. He got blown up. I'm pretty sure he was done, which is why he told.
But Majin Vegeta wasn't stronger than Buu.
But that's the thing. And that makes it even worse. He blew him up. He blew him up easily.
Even though Goku didn't beat Buu in Super Saiyan 3, did he not hold his own?
Man, that's the thing though. That shit there wouldn't have happened with Super Buu.
But we wasn't dealing with Super Buu.
You're right, but he was dealing with a fucking buffoon.
Two buffoons fighting, so they on equal ground?
I dig that, but
literally the only thing that we were worried about was Candy. And
he
was dealing with a complete buffoon. He's still
Goku not a buffoon.
He's a jackass. Yeah.
But I mean, we talking like Majin Buu's power level drop. You know, whenever you piss Buu off, it's on. It's on popping, period.
And look, I'm gonna say it like this right here. Though he was having his way with
Buu, just like a nigga. Don't take his food.
When Goku left, when he was about to leave, Buu said, "Where are you going?" Buu still wants to play. This motherfucker was playing around, man. Stop it. Where you going,
that's just how he talks.
This whole time Goku was fighting him, not once did you see Buu eyes. Because usually when you see Majin Buu eyes, that's how you know that motherfucker's pissed off and he's mad. You never want to
serious. I agree with bro. That's how he talk. Because never once did you hear Super Buu talk that playfully.
But that's
he might have been condescending, but he was like, "No, we still fight." He'll speak of it like a fight. He don't speak of it like he's got a child's mind.
But that's the thing, though. He is the most matured Buu form. But Majin Buu, like I just said, though, when you know Boo is mad and upset, you can actually see his eyes. You never saw that once when he was fighting Super Saiyan 3. But when he fought, who was it? Evil Boo? Oh yeah, you saw his eyes because he was pissed off. He couldn't win. He was not worried about Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This motherfucker was playing.
I thought he was pissed off because of the dog.
But that's the thing though. He got pissed off because of the dog, but it wasn't even Evil Boo that did that. It was people that shot the gun.
Yeah.
When he officially changed and spit out the evil.
That's exactly what it was.
He had to fight Evil Boo, but he couldn't beat him. Wasn't strong enough, and he got mad. And you saw his eyes and his face expression change. That's how you know Boo is mad, upset, or serious. Not once did you see that shit when he was fighting Super Saiyan 3.
And I dig that, but he still was holding his own.
But then that's the thing though. Even with Super Boo, bro, none of them want that fucking smoke. Hell, Gotenks ain't even want that fucking smoke.
No, true, but they managed to piss him off a few times.
Man, the only one that wanted that smoke was Gohan.
Because of what?
The whole Gohan thing.
The only fucking one that wanted it was Gohan.
I feel like
he went past Super Saiyan. He wasn't on the Super Saiyan vibe no more. He done went to a whole nother trend. He bumped.
But that's the thing,
only reason.
Literally, the only one that wanted that heat was Gohan, bro. Everybody else was non-existent and didn't fucking matter.
And damn, didn't Super Saiyan 3 Goten, he managed to battle Boo for a while, or he battled Kid Boo, or
he battled Super Boo and bullshit up until he got absorbed.
You can't say that. I was finna say that you can't say them. A lot of people didn't matter because if you didn't matter, then why do I need to absorb you to fight someone else? If you didn't matter,
it lets you know how much Gotenks didn't matter. He's a gag character now.
I think
he's
that was
a child.
He's a bad character now. They
like you said,
give you a laugh every now and then. But look, we're gonna end it like this right here. We'll never know
facts.
who would actually win that fight because it never happened. All right? All we know is it's a flawed form. Vegeta would have beat that ass again.
He would have won.
And the rest is history, right? Team Vegeta all day, man. All right.
I'm Team Goku. I was Team Gohan, but I got mixed feelings about Gohan these days. But no, I'm not Team Vegeta or Goku. They both overrated. They get more time than everybody.
Goku.
Huh?
Gohan new form looked better on Goku.
You said it looked better on Goku.
I'll send you a picture of that soon. But
you do. Honestly, the Ultra Instinct in that form looked similar. It got differences in the hair, but for the most part, it
looked like the game. The transformation looked like the game.
It made me feel like Goku kids really should have been leveled the fuck up.
Goku kid, all right? Like I said, the other one is a part of a gag character, all right?
I don't know. They grew up. They had a growth spurt in the movie.
They grew up in the movie to still be a comic relief.
Trunks wasn't always a gag character. He kind of fell into that.
But he is now because he's a part of Gotenks.
But you know what? Gohan fell into a gag character role for a minute there too. But we can't pretend he wasn't jumping around in a cape.
Who?
He just recently got out that gag character.
Yeah, that's the thing though, man. Like, even still,
I would like to see a preteen Gotenks.
Hey man, you'll never see it because Goku is the main character. Your character is the main character, all right?
My character, that's DJ character. What you talking about? I'm just saying, I don't see how.
Can't come with somebody who ain't
Look,
Oh, man.
hey, this has been the Nerd Box. I am Dom.
I'm doing major.
Hey man, hey. Until next time.
Charged up, feel it too, God flow, super dude, charged up, feel it too, God flow, super dude.